Hello everyone, I welcome you all in the course of High Voltage Engineering. This course is designed for BTech final year electrical engineering student. In this particular presentation, we will see the various applications of high voltage engineering. So without any delay, we will see the contents of this particular presentation. So in this particular session, we will study about what is high voltage, why we are using high voltage, what are the applications of high voltage, what is pulse power, what is the applications of pulse power, what is bioelectrics, what is the use of high voltage in bioelectrics, overview of research topics available in the area of high voltage and pulse power. So before seeing the applications of high voltage, we will see what is high voltage. So based on the level of the voltage, we can categorize high voltage in these three category. That is, first is high voltage, the voltage which comes under the in this region, that 1 kV to 220 kV will be termed as high voltage, and the voltage more than 220 kV and up to 765 kV will come under the category of extra high voltage, and more than 765 kV will come under the category of ultra high voltage. Students may see the following websites: Ministry of Power, Central Electricity Authority, and National Power Portal to see the present scenario of generation, transmission, and distribution of power. So first question is that why we are studying this subject, high voltage engineering, what are the various applications, means why high voltage. So these are the some applications of high voltage engineering. High voltage engineering have a lot of applications almost in all the sectors, like in industrial sector, in commercial sector, in agriculture sector, medical sector, in transportation sector. High voltage is used for transmission of electrical power for longer distances. High voltage is used for controlling the pollution level. It is used as a electrostatic precipitator in various power plant or captive power plant for cleaning the air by collecting the dust particle. It is also used in nuclear research, like in particle accelerator. High voltage have various applications in medical field also: X-ray, MRI, CT scan, even in the bioelectrics. High voltage have applications in the transportation side, like in train, metro, even in the spark plug of the car and bikes. We are using high voltage at the time of starting. High voltage is used to treat the water for water treatment plant, to disinfect the infection. It is also used in food processing. So high voltage have basically applications in these food processing, water treatment plant, soil treatment. Also it is used for testing of all the power equipment which is used in the power system, like transformer, circuit breaker, lightning resistor, cables. So before putting into the live transmission system or in power system, we must have to test it. So for testing of power appraisals, we are using high voltage. So we will understand one by one that transmission of bulk amount of power. For transmitting the bulk amount of power, we are using high voltage. We know this power equation, that for single phase power equal to VI cos phi, where V and I will be in phase. For three phase it will be 3 BP IP cos phi, where cos phi is the power factor. So in terms of line, we can say it is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi, where VL and IL are the line voltage and line current respectively. So from here we can determine the line current is equal to the power upon root 3 VL cos phi. So from this simple equation, we can able to see that as the level of voltage increases, the current level decreases for same amount of power, which in turn reduces the transmission line losses, because we all know that transmission line losses is equal to 3 I square R. So as the I will be reduced, the transmission loss will be reduced, which in turn reduces the overall losses of the system and results higher efficiency. As the voltage level is increasing, there are many advantages in the power system. The power handling capacity of the transmission line increased. We all know that power handling capacity is equal to the sending in voltage into receiving in voltage upon X into sine delta. So for the transmission line, we are taking Lx because X will be given, reactance will be given in per kilometer. So this X will be ohm per kilometer and L will be the length of the transmission line in kilometer. So for preliminary estimating the power handling capacity, we are assuming that sending in the voltage is equal to the receiving in voltage, which is equal to E. So power will be equal to E square sine delta upon Lx. So as the voltage level E increases, that power handling capacity increases, and hence the number of transmission tower reduces for same amount of power transmission. So a number of high voltage transmission lines can be reduced by using extra high voltage or ultra high voltage transmission lines, which further reduces the number of power equipment to transmit same amount of power, and it also reduces, if number of power equipment reduces, it also reduces the failure, rate of failure of power equipment, which is directly proportional to the rate of failure of power cut. So if the number of power equipment will be less, the chances of failure will be also get reduced, and power failure will get reduced, or simply we can say the power cut will be get reduced. So these are the some voltage levels, standard transmission voltage level as per the standard IS 2026, and maximum operating voltage for that particular will be approximately 10% more than that. So besides this transmission level voltage, there are two more transmission level voltage like 1000 kV and 1200 kV, but it is these two voltages are not accepted as a standard for transmission of power. So till now what we have seen, that if we are increasing the voltage level, current level will get reduced, means that losses will get reduced and efficiency of the transmission line will get enhanced. Power handling capacity will be power handling capacity will be increased. Also, if we will compare HVAC and HVDC transmission line, there are several advantages with the HVDC. These pictures shows the advantage of HVDC. These two are the HVDC line in comparison to the HVAC corridor. It takes more space compared to the HVDC. So HVDC is good for environment and forest. Technically, we will compare HVAC and HVDC. In detail, we will compare in the coming lecture. But for the time being, we should know the main difference. So if we are putting that transmission towers of almost same power handling capacity, so we can able to see if HVAC transmission line we are using, this is taking 90 meter distance, corridor distance, and it is taking 46 meter only. Also, controlled power is possible, power flow is possible in HVDC very precisely compared to the HVAC system. HVDC is also used for asynchronous connection, means two power system operating at different frequency we can able to interconnect in the HVDC system, which is not possible in HVAC. For connecting two power system in AC, frequency must be same, operating voltage must be same, and the phase sequence must be same. So this synchronization of frequency will take a lot of time in the HVAC system, which is not required in HVDC. Also, we have seen that power handling capacity is limited by the transmission line reactance, which is not there in the HVDC. So HVDC transmission line transmission capability will not be limited by the reactance of the transmission line. We can load up to the thermal limit. In detail, we will see the comparison in the coming lecture. These are some applications of high voltage in the industrial field, like for testing of equipment. Testing of equipment that whatever power equipment is there, like transformer, circuit breaker, isolator, insulator, cables, these all we need to test before putting into the power system. All the power equipment manufacturer, they have to test the equipment before selling to the power company. Like say for example, if BHEL is manufactured the transformer, so before selling they are doing the high voltage testing. Particularly two tests is mandatory, that is high voltage AC power frequency test and high voltage impulse test for testing the basic insulation level of the transformer. So similarly, all the power equipment will be tested before selling. High voltage is also used in nuclear research, in particular particle accelerator, in electrostatic separation, means electrostatic precipitator, water treatment. This is the example of a small water treatment plant. Electroporation, transmission and distribution, and microwave testing. So these are some industrial applications of high voltage. So electrostatic precipitator is used mainly in the thermal power plant, or wherever we are using coal as a fuel. We know that still world power, almost 60 to 70% power is generated from thermal power plant. So also in many other industry like steel plant, aluminum plants, or any plant which have their own captive power plant, and if they are using coal, that dust coming out via the flue gases into the environment can affect the health of the human beings. So electrostatic precipitator collects dust from the flue gas produced by boiler at thermal power plant, steel plants, and various industrial plants. So here has been shown the working of electrostatic precipitator. First, a high voltage applied to the discharge electrode, generating a corona discharge that produces minus ions here. And the electrically charged dust is accumulated. Electrically charged dust is accumulated on the collecting electrode by an electric field. So this dust will be collected in the plate, and by using that wrapping hammer, that dust will be collected into the hopper, and the flue gas will be thrown in the environment. So there are two kinds of electrostatic precipitator: dry ESP and wet ESP. So this is very important for reducing the pollution. High voltage is also used in nuclear research for particle accelerator. Particle accelerator is a machine that accelerates elementary particles such as electrons or protons to very high energy. On a basic level, particle accelerator produce beams of charged particles that can be used for a variety of research purposes. So this is a picture of doctoral research in Dalia's laboratory with the pulse generator. In nuclear research, we are using high voltage. These are the various applications of high voltage in ion acceleration, ion optics, channel electron multipliers, photomultipliers, electrostatic lens, energy analyzer, and a lot of other analytical applications. So Bhabha Atomic Research Center also used this technique. For nuclear research. High voltage have many applications in medical field. So people often do X-ray, and this X-ray, CT scan, MRI, these all machines are working on high voltage. So in medical applications, these are the following applications like X-ray, MRI, electroporation, CT scan, chemotherapy, electron microscope, even ultrasound, mass spectrometry. These all are using high voltage for powering it. So X-ray unit require a high voltage generator to achieve the necessary power requirement of an X-ray tube. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, high power, high performance switching amplifier for driving magnetic resonance imaging gradient coils. High voltage amplifier for use in medical applications of electroporation. Especially known as chemotherapy and gene therapy. This high voltage is used. students may refer this important publication, a high voltage amplifier for use in medical applications for electroporation for further studying. High voltage is also used in transportation. In train, we are using 25 kV DC. In metro, in spark plug of car, bike, etc., and high voltage driving system for all electric vehicles. In car, up to 35 kV is used in spark plug, and current up to 300 amperes are needed to start the motor. So this much voltage will be generated by the spark plug. So these are the applications in the transportation sector. High voltage have many applications in agriculture field also, like food processing. Food processing is very much important because the production of food will depend upon area. In some area some food is available, in some area some food is not available. So it must be processed to supply in the area where that particular food is not available, or for preserving the food for longer time, we need to do the food processing. So food processing plants also used, also using high voltage. Soil treatment, even this is a very important topic, soil treatment using high voltage. So it has been seen that we can treat the soil to enhance the manufacturing of or producing of that to enhance the production from the soil, we can do the soil treatment. Destruction of weeds, machinery, mushroom cluttering, testing of biodegradable oils. These are the some applications in the field of agriculture. So till now we have seen the various applications of high voltage in transportation of power, in agriculture, in medical field, in transportation field, everywhere. Now another term is there that is called pulse power. So here pulse power means power consists of voltage and current both. So here there will be an application of both high voltage and high current. If both will be high, then it will be very high power, and if it can be achieved in a short duration, it will be known as pulse power without any oscillation. So pulse power is a technology that consists in accumulating energy over some period of time, then releasing it very quickly. We all know that power equal to energy upon time. So energy, basically here energy is storing, we are storing energy in the capacitor. We know that storing an energy, we can store energy, we can able to calculate by half CV square. And if it is that energy we are releasing at very short time, we can able to generate very high power. So this is the basic of pulse power generation. Like say for an example, that this is the JED machine, JED pulse power facility in Sandia National Laboratory, and here 300 terawatts power is generated. So basically here we are using Marx generator for generating the impulse voltage, and impulse current will be also generated from flux compressor generator. So this both technique will be utilized to generate very high power at a very short duration. So in the JED machine we are using a bank of 36 Marx generator For the generation of X-rays, huge power can be generated by this jet pulse machine at a very short duration. For example, we will see how huge power will be generated. Say for example, one capacitor of 33 microfarad is there, and we have applied 450 volt across it, and it discharges in 0.1 second. It will depend upon the various parameter of that charging and discharging parameter and capacitor design. So basically energy stored in the capacitor is half CV square. So if in this formula we are putting this half C is equal to 33 into 10 to the minus 6 farad, and this 450 into 450, so it will give the energy of 334 joule. So we all know that power equal to energy by time. So this if this much of energy we can able to release in 0.1 second, so 334 divided by 0.1, so it will generate the 3340 watts of power. So this is with the 450 volt we can able to generate this much power. So similarly we can able to see that if we are using 100 kV and the duration is 100 nanosecond, which delivers a load of 10 ohms, a power of 1 gigawatt can be generated. So this is the basic of how pulse power can be generated. So this type of pulse power, huge amount of power generated at a very short duration. This is like a lightning or thundering at the time of rainy season. So pulse power in nature, voltage difference of 10 to 100 megavolt between heaven and earth lead to a spark. Actually it is from the cloud and earth to a spark which lasts for about 100 microsecond and carries a current of 30 kiloampere in return. So after generation of pulse power, what are the various applications of pulse power? We can see these are the various applications. Basic will be same. For generating the pulse power, we need a capacitor or capacitor bank where we can able to store the energy and we can release at a very short time. So this will be the basic of pulse power generation, and this can be used in various applications like in coil guns, rail guns, high power microwave generators, radars, washer launcher, coin sinking, electromagnetic pulse generator, spot welding, air gap flash, high speed photography, or just to explode things out. So pulse power have many applications in the defense sector. Even that the concept of E-bomb, electronic bomb, will be based, that powering of that will be based on pulse power. In the various missiles like Agni, Prithvi, BrahMos, also we are using pulse power. So this is the coil gun. It is also known as cross rifle. It is a type of projectile accelerator consisting of one or more coils like this, used as electromagnetics in the configuration of a linear motor that accelerate a ferromagnetic or conducting projectile to high velocity. So this is a rail gun. Rail gun is a device that uses electromagnetic force to launch high velocity projectile. So this is used in the Navy railgun. It is typically constructed as a weapon, and the projectile normally does not contain explosives, relying on the projectile's high speed to inflict damage. So these are the some pictures referred from US Navy and China. So these are the two Navy railguns. Pulse power have used in medical and environmental field also. Pulse high power laser system are used in car manufacturing. It is also used for generation of shock waves to dissolve kidney stones in the medical field, known as lithotripsy. Unique way to generate dense plasma. Pulse power is also used for water treatment plant for decontamination and purification of water. Another emerging application is the manipulation of mammalian cells in the body of the animal with pulse electric field. It is also used in gene therapy. Shorter pulse have demonstrated an ability to affect cells on a subcellular level. Research shows that one of the most appealing results so far is that they can trigger apoptosis in cancer cell. Even cancer cell can be treated using pulse power, and it is very useful to fight tumors, in fighting the tumors. So both the use of discharge plasma and pulse electric field on cells and tissues are cornerstones of a new era in biomedical engineering, summarized as bioelectrics. So we will see the applications of high voltage and pulse power in bioelectrics, in the biofields. So bioelectrics, there are two terms, that is biological and electrical. So bioelectric describes the use of electrical stimuli on biological system. This is the logo of bioelectrics from Frank Redley Research Center for Bioelectrics. It shows the interaction of electromagnetic radiation and ions generated from plasma with a cell. This system can be specified cells such as cancer cell, tobacco cells, and bacteria, or more complex arrangement such as tissue, or even very complex environmental systems, which includes plants and animal species. So bioelectrics is used for treating the cancer cells, tobacco cells, bacteria, where we are using high voltage. Water treatment plant using pulse power, high voltage water treatment in recirculating system. So it is used in wastewater treatment, groundwater treatment, point of use at drinking water. For more information, students may refer high voltage water treatment in recirculating system. High voltage or pulse power is used in food processing. So this is high voltage electrical discharge in liquid is an emerging technology with a wide variety of application in the food processing. So high voltage have application for testing of basic insulation level of power apparatus, as we have discussed earlier also. So this is the high voltage AC test set 300 kV. So basically all the power equipment can be tested, that it will depend upon the rating. For say for example for 11 kV, we need 28 kV of HVAC test set. So for 11 kV of the apertures, we have to provide 28 kV from this apertures for testing the basic insulation level. And for impulse testing, we need to connect it with the max generator, and we have to give 75 kV for testing of 11 kV power apertures. Similarly, as the rating will increase, we need to give more voltage and high voltage and impulse voltage for testing of power equipment. These are the some overview of research topic available in the field of pulse power and high voltage. It can be seen in this website also, pulsepower.eu. So we can see in water purification, spark surgery, high power switching, air purification, surface modification, plasma medicine, tumor therapy. So many applications are there. So with this, we came to the end of this lecture. So these are the some references students can refer. High voltage engineering, that MS Naidu book, EHVAC, Rakesh Das Bagmandri book, and some of the research paper. So for any query, please email on this. Thank you, everyone. So with this note, I am winding this lecture here, winding up here. So we have seen high voltage have various applications almost in various fields. Thank you, everyone.